Isaac Mullins, president and creator of TSS Universal Incorporated. Heading into my birthday weekend, one more day of work, um, and then a long block of, I get Labor Day, my birthday off paid, which is cool. Happy birthday, me. Um, and I'm gonna just stay in house and work on admin that entire time. I have a lot of work to do this weekend. I have some, deadlines that I'm gonna push for myself. Um, you guys, this journey, like, you got haters hitting you up and sniping at you, and the general gist of people that you've dealt with for the last 2 years have been those that needed the help, and you're trying to work in a certain set of lessons. There was something to be learned with all that. I was trying to figure out how to reignite the spark in certain types of people who were so lost, and that really got me left and right. And the amount I sacrificed and how little it was appreciated and how much was taken. It's like, wow, and I'm really done doing that. And I was sacrificing on purpose for certain people, and on purpose taking hits, like, just to teach lessons. And so it's like, on the far side of that, it's hard not to kind of get this feeling of failure, because these people were lost, and now I'm the bad guy. I have entire social networks that I had to tell off. In the end, it's like, go do you, and I got screwed anyway. So it's like, there was a fringe like that. We almost had it. I almost accomplished it, and then 100 gram tipped the balance and ended up creating a crisis scenario. And I've been set back by many of these, and time and time again. And as frustrating as it is, I make every move for a certain set of reasons, and I don't change that base set of variables. I am literally on a mission here to figure something out and to do something that has never been done, and it's epic. And it's gonna be hard. You guys are so set in your ways. It's the way it's always been, right? Yeah. No. And I motivate people, and I push them outside of their boundaries, and I hold them accountable for the greatness. And if that rubs friction, I'm obviously on the right track with what I'm doing. That's, I think it's inevitable. I have to fight the fight. I'm that dick that has to just be a dick. Like, why can't you just leave it alone? Because it's wrong. Because people behave incorrectly, and people are not being held accountable in mass. It's easier not to have the confrontation. Yeah, but I'm here to make changes. I'm here to create solutions. It's what I do. I'm a teacher, and I teach in many different ways. And when I blow this business up and build the system that was there the entire time, a lot of these people are going to realize, they failed in training. Because it could have been a gravy train for everybody that was involved. If we had all banded together and done what I envisioned, but it was impossible with people that couldn't procreate and energy, ideas. They're procreating in another way, and it's, creating more lives to fill the void. You've just got lost people, got a couple that's cheating on each other and doing all this BS, having a kid, and I'm the bad guy for saying y'all need to smart up, separate, get your lives on path for this baby, because you just did something that, that's buku. You got too many people just not valuing what it is. And man, hats off if they, accomplish it. I hope for everybody's sake they learn these lessons. But from what I've been hearing, through the grapevine, and that's too common a story. I'm just sick of. I'm sad, humanity. I'm disappointed, humanity, and I'm going back. And the more I think about it, it's like I'm coming from such a low place now that I've been beaten down. But I'm never on a low place. I'm always put in a 30-day notice. That gives me a timeline. It means I'm going to crunch. And there's even vibe little thoughts in my head like, you going to be able to do it, man? I'm going to be like, yeah, I can. It's going to be hard. It's going to take a lot from me. I'm about to tap, though, into some resources. And I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to make some shifts that were necessary. I mean, I had to go all in a way. This has already taken a lot, and I've got a lot of chunks of development out of the way so I can start pushing out. There's a lot more to do, and I'm just like, okay, it needs to be done. But I love you guys. This is what I do. I push my boundaries. I push my limits. And I push those of others because we all need to change. And the way it's always been will not always be. I can say that much. Alright, you guys. No doubt, no fear, live it. Check us out all over. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TSS Universal Incorporated. YouTube, we have a channel. We have the Clothing for Life's Causes stuff starting up in our premier clothing lines. Of course, will be at TSS Universal Incorporated clothing lines. Both are exclusive and are, public TSS Universal Inc. line. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Oh, and the website, TSS Universal Inc. with the C.com. Alright, love y'all.